Hello everyone. So we have 8 students of TISS, MPH, SC and MPH HA course, and they are here to guide the people who want to take admission in TISS MPH. They will let you know about what is the process, how to get into that course, and they will also let you know what all are, what is the requirement and what happens at that course. Okay. So we'll start with a brief introduction. We have Sumit Karmakar, who is of SC course, that is Social Epidemiology, and then we have Smrit Mahanta of HA, I believe, and then Shah Jan is there, Chitra is there, Noreen Harshina is there, Mamta Kamdi is there, and Reddy Hemani is there. We'll start with Shah Jan. You can introduce yourself.
So, hi everyone. My name is Dr. Shreya Jain, and I'm from Bhilwara, Rajasthan. My graduation is in BHMS, and after that, I had work experience of 1 year, and then I joined MPH course at TISS.
Hello, sir. Hello, everyone. My name is Chitra. I am from Tumkur, Karnataka. I have done my bachelor's in Ayurvedic medicine and surgery. After completion, I worked for 3 to 4 months in a hospital and then prepared for TISS at the starting, and then it changed to CUETPG from Pratik Prasun sir, and then got selected in MPHSC.
Yeah, good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone. My name is Noreen Fashina. I am from Kerala, Calicut. So I have done my graduation in dentistry. I completed my graduation in 2023, and after that I prepared for CUETPG for 3 months, and then I got into TISS MPH. Yeah.
Hello everyone. Hello sir. I am Biswajit Mahanto. I am from Odisha. So I have completed my graduation in zoology. After that, I have also done my master's in environmental science. After that, I have a work experience of 4 years. Then I have decided to pursue health administration at TISS.
Hello everyone. My name is Dr. Mamta Kamdi and I'm from Chandrapur, Maharashtra. I have done my graduation in homeopathy, and after I had experience of 4 years in hospital area, and then after that I pursuing MPHSC from Tata Institute of Social Science. Thank you.
Hello everyone. I am Dr. Riddhi Hemne. I am a BMS graduate and I am from Gondia, Maharashtra. After graduation, I do job in hospital for 3 to 4 months, and then I started again preparing for TISS, and now I'm pursuing MPHSC from TISS Mumbai.
I would first like one of the students from HA, maybe Shreya, to tell what is HA, what HA stands for, and what is it basically in the course, MPH HA course.
Okay, so sir, MPH HA is a combination of both public health as well as the administrative part. So in HA, you'll come across how to implement certain policies, manage programs, and at the same time, you will learn core public health subjects. So if you want to pursue MPH HA and you have interest in learning administrative part, working in any NGO, or if you want to
So basically, what is public health? Public health is something which is an intervention at the policy level, and it is, you can say, it is preventive, and it is an intervention at the top level where the government has some schemes. Suppose the child mortality is high at some place or something, and it has to check that, or polio or something is happening, it has to check that, then that will belong to public health, and they have strategies. Now, how to implement those strategies? For that, you require administration. Okay, there you have to allocate people, you have to allocate resources, all of that. So that is being, taught in HF. Now, Sumit, can you speak what is SC?
Yeah.
MPH.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for having us. So MPH-AC stands for Masters of Public Health in Social Epidemiology. Social epidemiology is nothing but finding out the root cause of a disease, what is the incidence and prevalence of a
disease. If there is a sudden outbreak of a disease, so what are the risk factors of the diseases? Epidemiologists do that kind of job. At the same time, it has a social factor into it, and in addition to that, we have other courses in our program, that is health economics and other public health programs as well.
Okay. So nowadays the emergence of disease, how it emerges, has has diversified, and we have a new term coming in, that is One Health, okay, where we also study the environment along with the human health and the animal. Okay, and there can be other things also, like some of the viruses are there where the R naught is high, or some of them are communicable disease, some of them are lifestyle disease. So you have to study the basic, how a disease emerges and how interventions can be made so that we can better deal with it. We have Akshay also now. So Akshay, could you introduce yourself?
So hello everyone. First of all, I apologize. I could not join on time because of my network issue. I am Akshay Amkar. I am basically from Epidemiology district of Maharashtra, and I've done my schooling from there only up till 12th. And after that, I moved to Mumbai for completion of my UG. I've done my undergraduate in pharmacy. After that, I've worked in pharmacovigilance domain for around 3.7 years. And while working only, I prepared for various MBA competitive exams, and then I got through some, but then I preferred TISS over this.
Okay.
So that
So
was
Biswajit, you will be the right guy to tell who all are the people who can apply for these courses. So tell us who all can apply for these courses.
Yes, sir. So there is no such restriction to who can apply. Everybody can apply from, irrespective of their background. So it is not only.
What was your background?
I have done my bachelor in zoology. After that, I have done my master's in
Okay.
environmental science.
So as you can see that he has done bachelor's in geology, and he has also done master's, I guess. Okay?
Masters. Yes, sir.
So he has no health background as such, but he is in that course, HA. Okay. So now continue.
Yes, sir. So there are so many, my friends are like from arts background, from commerce background. So you are from economics background. So there is no such restriction for about the background. So irrespective of your background, you can come to TISS. Like TISS is giving this opportunity to everyone. So everyone can join the health system study, so they can contribute into the society.
Okay. So the next question is that I have gap year, 3 years of gap, 2 years of gap. Will gap year affect you in the selection? Chitra, could you speak over this question?
Yes, sir, sure. Sir, there is no as such any criteria in TISS for gap year. Actually, sometimes we have so many friends who are from UPSC background who have taken 2-3 years of gap for this UPSC preparation, and they were also able to convert into TISS. So there is no as such any drawback, or you can say any as such thing about this gap years.
So what I can say is there are two types of gap. One is after 12th, the other is after graduation. Now you should know how to justify gaps, because
Yeah,
whatever I
yes.
have seen, you will never get a question why you have so many years of gap. You will never get a question. Suppose you are getting that, then you should be able to justify why that gap is there at all. Okay, if you are able to justify it correctly, then that is not a serious problem. Okay, that is done. Now the next one is the selection process. Noreen can speak about the first CUETPG. What is that, and in that which paper you applied for if you want to go into this MPH courses? Because last year what happened, there were few people who applied for a wrong code. That is COQP 11 was the code, they applied for different code. Okay, so that might be one thing you should care about. Okay.
TISS पहले तो TISS उनका खुद का एग्जाम लेता था, जैसे टिस नेट था, बट लास्ट ईयर क्या हुआ कि लास्ट ईयर उन्होंने कन्वर्ट कर लिया, दिस CUETPG करके लिया, but there are the different sir ने जैसे बोला कि there are different paper code like COP QP 11 for the MPH and health courses. And after that कि CUETPG included means subject होता है उसमें means quant, verbal and GK and computer. इस साल computer include हुआ है in 11 sir.
LR होता है LR.
LR,
Logical
okay. Yeah, sir, LR. Quant with LR, yes.
Okay, so what happened is you have a new pattern, new examination, I would say, which happens mostly in March. Okay, 11th, 13th of March, the examination was.
Yes.
Now the examination happens of 300 marks altogether, where I would say this year the cutoff, what was the cutoff for respective courses? It
So
was
for
one.
MPH HA, it was 185. For MPH SE, it was 163. And for HPF, I think 186.
186.
185, I guess.
So, but I would say it is always better to score somewhere around 200. Okay, aim 200.
Yes, sir. 200 plus.
Out of 300.
Yes.
Now, the second thing is it has negative marking. It has negative marking, so be careful about that. Now, what are the sections? As he already said, that is quant is the first one. The second one is logical reasoning. The third one is English. The fourth one is GK. And the fifth one is computer. And computer had a lot of questions this year, and that was a surprise because the previous year paper it had only few questions, maybe 4 5. But this year more questions came from computer, so that is also a serious thing. Okay, and then you have to score beyond cutoff. Now, if somebody is scoring around 200, he will get a call from all the 3 courses because suppose he has applied for 3 courses, and if you have calls from all the 3 courses, you will sit for 3 interviews. 3 interviews, 3 extemporaries, 3 DAF. Okay. So 3 बार होगा. So Noreen, could you speak what is DAF?
Yes, sir. Sure. Thank you for the opportunity. Yeah. So DAF actually stands for Detailed Application Form. So the interviewer who's going to, like the OPI panel you will be facing for all the 3 courses, they need to know at least a bit of your background. So the DAF actually starts with your educational background, where you have done your 10th, where you have done your 12th, and then how was your graduation, the subjects you have covered, all those things in a column. It's like a columnar form. And then they ask you basic questions like how, like if you have done any relevant work which is relevant to the public health, or whichever, like every course has this DAF. So if you're going for public health, they'll ask you any relevant experience you have so that you can correlate it with your, your preference. Then they'll also ask you your sketch. That is the major thing. So your bio sketch, which you have to give your best thing, like so that if they go through it, they form a good impression about you. And then you also have to you have to give your preferences, which is your first preference, which is your second, which is your third in line. And
which
then
cannot change. The
yeah,
preference
which we
cannot
cannot
be changed.
which we cannot change thereafter. And also, like in the due process, you will know that if you're if you're clearing all the 3 cutoff, then also you will go to the first preference only. Like you can't change that. Okay, then and then you have to justify, like for example, if the DAF is for MPH HA, like the health administration, you have to justify why you are going for that course. Then for HPF, you have to do the same. So yeah, that is the basic format of DAF, and it's not necessary that the interviewer goes through it because obviously they'll be taking a lot of interviews in a day, but you have to frame it in such a manner that you foresee that, okay, they are saying and they are coming, like they have gone through it and the questions will be from that. But it's not necessary. In my experience, I think almost I sat for 3 interviews, HPF, HA and SC. In almost all the 3 interviews, I had questions from DAF. So yeah, that's it.
Okay, one more point I would like to add is that is more important for health courses. Why? Because a lot of questions can be found from your DAF knowing your geography. Suppose you are from Kerala or Rajasthan or maybe West Bengal. So they might ask who is the health minister of your state, what is the health scheme out there, what is the public health challenge out there, and questions like that. And these people are quite experienced, they know everything because they have children going to Odisha and every place. They know what is the problem at a particular place, local issues. So you can't bluff out here. Okay. So whatever your geography is, prepare that very carefully and in a better way and write that. Write those things. Yeah, Akshay, you can speak. Akshay, after speaking whatever you want to speak, you can also add your experience and what is basically extempore. Okay.
Right. I'd just like to add on to what DAF is like. We get questions from DAF. For my interview, I got questions from DAF, as in what was my I had work experience. So many of the questions were relevant, and they were asked from the work experience part of my DAF. So the people who have work experience, please go through your profile again, uh, reread about the topics that you have worked upon. So that will be definitely something that should be focused on before the interview. So that was one thing about the DAF part that I wanted to add. And about the extempore, the topic can be anything. So although there are a list of topics that we have, which are to be known, like sustainable development goals, etc. But the topic can be anything, and there is a possibility that the topic would be related to your UG background, or the area or the domain that you have already worked in. So that could be about the extempore. In extempore, they are very generous. They give you the topic. They also give you the time. And if you are not able to speak on the first topic that is allocated, there is also a chance that is given for second topic. So with me, that happened during the interview of health administration. So I was not comfortable with first topic, so I went with the second topic. So that was my
Okay.
experience with the extempore.
So I would also like to add that extempore happens just before the interview. So the same panel who are going to take your interview are the panel who are going to take your extempore. So the first impression you might have is through extempore. So if you are going to speak in extempore in a better way, that is going to reflect in the interview. Okay. Now I have seen that a lot of people have got questions in the interview from extempore also. Now the extempore topic can come from your course, that is MPH, whatever relevant thing is there. They can also ask some of the topics from your DAF also, that times DAF also. Yeah, Viswajit, you want to speak something?
Yes, sir. So I want to add one thing. Like you have said, you have to well versed about the geography location. So not only the student are going for the interview, going for the internship, our professor are also visiting them while they are in the internship. So everybody should like well known about their geography location because professor are visiting the every place of the India across the country. So they know everything about like for northeast, from south, north, everything. So there we can't block anything.
That is why you can't bluff, you can't say any
Yes.
random. What is the MMR of Orissa? Suppose that is the question. You can't
Yes, sir.
bluff out here.
So
Okay?
I have got question like you said ki they are only ask about minister, health minister, chief minister. I I got the question who is the collector of your district? Like they can ask anything.
And I just wanted to add that regarding this geographical area, since I'm coming from Kerala, I don't know if anybody else is here, but I got questions like in my HPF interview, they were asking about certain schemes which are not related to public health. They were asking about, there was a scheme for internet connectivity recently which came to Kerala. So they asked about that. They asked about the budgeting of, the financial management of the state. So all these questions which were not even related to public health in a way, but it was asked. Yeah.
You should be an aware person. That is the
Exactly.
thing.
Yes.
Yes, so adding to this, during the interview preparation, you used to tell us that read Hindu, and that helped me in my extempore. Because what happened when in my HPF extempore, I got the chance, like I got the topic of domestic violence, and I read an article which was of TISS, like that research was of TISS, and I got the chance to mention about that particular research thing. And I was so fortunate that the person who did that research was in the panel. And during the classes, he remembered me, that he asked me that, did I took your interview? And I was like, okay, yes, this happened. So it really helped that reading that, as you always used to tell us, that try to read at least jo bhi health related topics, at least you should read that from Hindu. So that really helped.
Akshay, you can speak now. You wanted to add?
Yes, sir. So I just, I just became reminiscent of something that you had said during the interview preparation. You said that these guys know everything, and these guys literally know everything, because during my interview, because I worked in pharmacovigilance, सर ने बोला था कि pharmacovigilance जो भी है पढ़ के जाना, उनको पता होगा. अब pharmacovigilance में एक केस टाइप होता है, सूजार करके केस टाइप, सीवियर अनएक्सपेक्टेड एडवर्स रिएक्शंस होता है, वो बहुत ही नीश है. मतलब दैट इज द नेटिग्रिटी. They asked that question. Matlab, they dived into the nitty gritty of that domain. So that was pretty unexpected for me. So guys, whatever your background is, these guys are seasoned professionals. These guys literally know everything. So at least read about your UG background and the work experience that you have, that you must be aware about.
Okay, Chitra, you can speak now.
Yes, sir. Adding to all these points, even in my whatever I have written in DAF, they asked everything for me. Literally, like starting from my UG where I studied and I did an internship and all, they asked the health condition of that rural, what you can say, CHC, everything they asked about me or whatever I have written in the DAF. And along with that, they even asked me about Ayurveda, especially the gender biasness which is there in the textbooks of Ayurveda. So even they asked all those things.
Okay, so Shreya, you want to add something? Or
Yes,
Sumit
uh,
can?
so
After that,
during
Sumit.
my interview, yes. So one thing I realized that whatever is going around your state, if it is not related to health also, like because they asked me how many districts are there in Rajasthan. So which I don't think so. A lot of people might not know about it. So that also we should keep in mind ki at least have a habit of reading
Recently,
newspaper.
one of your senior who is in MPH was giving her interview for this thing, campus placement. So one of the company asked about this Israel and Palestine issue. So that is at all not
Not
related to this thing. But there also the question was, sir, if that question comes, what can I speak? So I said, what can you speak? You have to speak from a neutral point of view, and you have to speak. You have to put in your health issues out there. That it is a war zone, and there should be some initiatives where UN or White Helmet is a organization, Red Cross is the organization. They work in war zones. Okay, Red Cross, Red Crescent, White Helmet, Blue Helmets, which is nothing but UN. Okay, so if you can bring in that aspect, you're going to, make an impression out there. So now, Sumit, you can.
So in DAF is basically a mirror of your journey of life, your personality and everything, whatever you have done in your life. You can also direct the interviewers to ask question in that as per that your DAF only. Regarding the geography part, actually I am from southern part of West Bengal, but I have done my UG from northern part of West Bengal. And I was one of the panelists asked me some of the healthcare crises or issues of that northern part of Bengal, and I was lucky that I was able to answer that question. And what Akshay has said just now regarding the work experience thing, if you have a work experience, know the basic things about it, because I have also have work experience in retail pharmacy industry, and 2 out of 3 panelists asked a question about my experience in the interview itself. So it is very important to know your background, your UG background. If you have experience, basic information about your industry is very.
And during the interview time, a lot of things were happening related to pharmaceutical the Supreme Court was involved in that.
Yes,
There
yes,
were
yes, yes.
cases
Patanjali
like that.
case.
And MDH had some chemicals
Yes.
in it. So that
Yes.
was going on. Akshay, you can speak now.
Yeah, so although sir has already said this thing that never bluff in an interview, because this thing warrants reiteration, I'll reiterate, never bluff. And even if you do not know answer about any question, if you are not aware about that issue, or if you do not have your concepts thorough, you can politely say, no, sir, I'm not aware of this so and so topic, so and so concern. I'll read about it. So through and through, confidence is important, but along with confidence, I believe what is important is politeness, because these are senior faculties who will be conducting your interviews. So politely you can say that, sir, I do not know, and I'll read upon it. So politeness is important throughout the interview in order to make it in the interview
Yeah.
process.
So now I will start with what is basically interview and interview experience. I will start with Rajiv, and then one by one you can add your interview experience. What is interview? What happens there?
Basically, interview consists of in two parts. First is extempore, where they give times a few approx 1 to 2 minutes to think, and then we have to speak on that topic for 3 minutes, and then they same panel take the interview, which approximately takes 15 to 20 minutes in general, in which they ask questions about your DAF background or whatever you speak in extempore, etc.
Okay. So Chitra, you can speak your experience of interview. How whatever our course was that helped you in that.
Yes, sir. Sir, actually, I scored 183. I missed the call for this MPH HA by 1 mark and 2 mark for HPF. I applied for HA, HPF, and SE. This was my this priorities. Yeah, preferences. So I got selected only for this SE for this interview. In that, as I mentioned, they really asked me everything from this my UG background to what are the CHCs, PHCs, public health, alma mater declaration. So whatever you have told us in the classes, it really helped me in the interview. Along with that, you told us to read about our UG, the internship actually, where we have done our internships. They even asked the health conditions which is prevalent, that is Ballari. I studied in Ballari, so there is more respiratory disorders are there. So one of the panelists worked on that in Ballari. So he asked me questions on that. So literally you have to know like not in deep. You should have a basic knowledge about whatever you are going to write in DAF. So they will ask you such questions only. Along with that, the Hindu. I joined your this coaching for this GK, which really helped me literally, because I am from Ayurvedic background. So all those 5.5 years, I really, when I started to read this GK, I literally don't know anything. Like I was really struggling to even read for 1 hour for this whatever the newspaper is there or any static GK. So your classes were really helpful, to be honest, sir. And along with that, for this interview preparation also, the classes you used to conduct, and the sessions, even the general sessions you used to take, even the spontaneous speaking, along with that, this DAF correction sessions. So everything literally helped me to convert to this MPHSC. Yeah.
Okay, Noreen, you can speak your experience plus interview experience with us,
Yes,
and
sir.
then
Yeah, sure. Chitra was with me in the beginning, so she was the one who referred me to like about the institution. I mean, the coaching. So my interview experience, as I said in the beginning, that I had got calls for all the three courses: HA, HPF, and SC. That was the order. So HA interview was a bit, I would say, a smoother one. But for HPF and SC, I really had, I said that from Kerala, since I'm from Kerala, I had a lot of questions which was regarding the geography and then the government and everything. So that I would say that one thing which really makes Ignited, or maybe I would say Pratik sir, different from other institutions is that, like, for example, I only enrolled for MPH course, but the classes for HRM, ODCL, everywhere, whatever sir took was common to everyone. So one thing which I think it was helpful for me, because in my SPF interview only, they asked me about glass ceiling. You know what is glass ceiling? So glass ceiling was something that is something I would say it should be known to everyone, but it's a more of an HR thing. Like, people from HR only are supposed to know that. Because in my initial days with Ignited, I'll be very honest. पहले मुझे ऐसा लगता था कि यार ये सर सब क्यों पढ़ा रहे हैं, हमें तो सिर्फ हेल्थ का पढ़ना था. So that is the way we program. Like we'll get a list of extempore questions, and then उसके बारे में सारा PDF जो होगा, जैसे इस क्वेश्चन का ये PDF है, ये पढ़ लो, वो पूछा जाएगा, उसको बता देना. बट इग्नाइटेड में क्या होता है कि सर विल नॉट गिव यू लाइक एंटायर, जैसे मेडिकल टूरिज्म हुआ उसका PDF दे दो, पढ़ लो, ऐसा नहीं होता. ही विल गिव यू द एक्सटेम्पोर टॉपिक्स व्हिच वाज previously asked, and then you are made to research about it. You need to make your own content, and we'll never know that in the process we are acquiring a lot of knowledge, which comes handy during the interviews as well. And this thing which I mentioned, that the classes are common to everyone, so anyone can sit, anyone can grasp the concepts, and that again, that becomes helpful in the interview. So that is one thing which I'm really grateful to sir, because I think he is the only one who does these kind of provisions. Nobody else does that.
Let me add one thing here. So there is an examination which happens, which is CMAT. Now CMAT has a subject called innovation. Okay. Now I was taking classes for innovation for CMAT students, and there were many students who were enrolled to me for ODCA. Okay. And they also used to come to that class, innovation class. देखने क्या है इसके अंदर. So they also used to come, and so there was a term called design thinking. What is design thinking? Okay, so I was explaining that what is a design thinking, and there are system thinking, design thinking, these are terms. Okay, so luckily what happened, that guy got this concept of design thinking. He used that concept. He is right now in the second year of ODCL. So he used that concept, many of the concepts which I keep speaking in other classes, and he used that concept, and the professors were quite impressed about the knowledge he had shown. Okay, so there was another HR guy who is right now an HR. So he was also saying, sir, your GK classes, whatever information you give here and there, that I took from here and there, and I spoke that within the interview, and that had a very good impression. So that is the thing. Knowledge is not confined and is not like a silo knowledge is a very dangerous thing. But we have been brought up in that way. Your syllabus is given and you have to study only this. So that will work till you are getting evaluated. That will not work when you have to impress the panel. You can impress the panel by becoming someone who is apart from the crowd, and that requires some extra bit of knowledge or anything. Okay, so now Shreya, you can speak your experience with us and interview.
Yes, sir. So as I also joined for the interview, and Noreen only suggested me about Ignited IAS, and during my time, I realized that even I used to think that why sir is telling so many things, but then during the interview, I realized what is the importance of this, and I got called for all the three interviews. And the thing is, it's not just that sir will also help in keeping up the motivation. Like if you are ever feeling like, oh, mera hoga nahi hoga, cut off clear hoga nahi hoga, he always said that no, you start preparation for your interview. Whatever will happen will happen. And also in the DAF also, you really helped like informing how to write this thing, what the correction we should make. Also those punchlines which you gave us, that really helps in starting any kind of extempore. Like you will get that thing like, ठीक है कुछ नहीं आ रहा, you can use an punchline, or in the end of a extempore you can use a punchline. So that also really helped. And also the interview which you used to take mock interviews, and I got a similar question in my interview, like in my HPF interview, one ma'am asked me what is the difference between diagnostic test and screening, and also what is sensitivity and what is specificity. So that you asked us, and that helped us. And like it also helped us in boosting the our motivation. Yes, that confidence to speak. And if in case we don't know anything about extempore, because of those spontaneous classes we learned a lot of things, and that really helps. So yeah, thank you, sir.
Yeah, so actually, whatever you said about punchlines, at least 10 of my students have told that whenever they have faced any interview, any GD, they have utilized those punchlines, and wherever you will speak, because those punchlines are not quotations, they are not taken from the internet. Okay, they are unique and they are self-made. So the one thing which will separate you from other people is your uniqueness. Whatever other people are saying, that you don't have to say, you have to say something which is unique. And punchline will help you in that also. And many people are there who in their summer placement or otherwise have used those punchline to get placed in a better institute. Okay. Now, Sumit, you can speak.
Yeah. So I have joined Pratik sir after the result was out. By that time, I was fully working. I quit my job in the month of May, and I got around 2.5 months to prepare. And in those time, the GK Masters class helped very much. The regular Hindu lectures had also helped us to frame the idea how to speak during the extempore or the interview, as well as Shreya said, the punchlines that really helped us to impress the panel. Sir always used to say that you need to impress the panel in those 15 or 20 minutes. So these things really actually helped. And in the interview date, I believe, yeah, my interview was lasted for around 20 minutes, including the extempore. And most of the questions were previously anticipated, and we were prepared in that way that the questions were, I was anticipating that this question is going to be asked. So this was the whole experience.
Okay, Viswajit, you can speak now.
Yes, sir. Adding to the punchline, I want to share my experience. Like, you gave me a punchline. Like, I come from Odisha, so
So the
yes,
punchline
sir.
was, I can tell you. So from Santhal rebellion to a Santhal women in Rashtrapati Bhavan, India has come a long way in the last 150 years. So this was the punch. Yeah, and
Yes,
you
sir.
belong to Orissa. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
and Draupadi Murmu is also from Orissa. Okay.
Yes, sir. So apart from that, I can share my experience like the one-to-one session. So that helped me a lot because I get to know myself better. While like the way Shreya mentioned, sorry, Noreen mentioned, like Pratik sir gave the topic and you have to do your background research. So I did my research, my part. I speak to Pratik sir. Then he used to give feedback. What you have missed, what you should have added to this topic. So how you can drive the like topic, what you must tell and what you must omit the thing. So and I used to attend all the class, irrespective of health class and management, everything. I used to attend every class from like 3 classes for every day. So I used to attend every class, so I don't have to prepare separately. So while attending all the class, I like got everything clear. All the concept are clear on their way.
Okay, Riddhi, you can speak now.
I joined Pratik sir in August. Since August, as I was working in hospital, I am not able to attend his classes daily. But I quit the job in November, and after that, I started attending Pratik sir's classes daily. OPI classes and extempore sessions literally helped me a lot to build my confidence. As also the mock interviews, the questions asked in mock interviews are as same questions were asked on my final interviews also. And my extempore topics was from the Hindu daily habitually help to speak on my extempore topic, because my extempore topic was on anemia in women in urban and rural area, and the day before interview was the sickle cell anemia day. So I remember that, and I mentioned that in my extempore. That helped me.
Okay. So Mamta, you can speak.
Thank you for opportunity, sir. Previously, sir said the language is not barrier. The sir is the first person who boosted my confidence, because I thought in even sometime I thought that ki language the communication communication is my barrier, like my weakness. But sir said that, and sir even give boost my confidence. The language is not barrier. Even during even जैसे टाटा इंस्टीट्यूट में कभी कोई ऐसे फील नहीं करवाता कि लैंग्वेज बैरियर है. सर ने ये फर्स्ट चीज करवाई. एंड सर की
Here,
जी. यस
I
सर.
would like to add one thing that I have been guiding people since 2021. Okay, and every year there have been at least 2-3 people who have given their interviews in Hindi. Okay, if you are not from not for HRM or ODCL, then you can seek their permission and give interviews in Hindi. Okay, it is all fine. There was one student who was a Maharashtrian guy, and when he was speaking, and he has another problem, stammering. Okay, so he has dual problem. So the point he was raising out speaking was very good, but he was low in confidence because of English and because of that stammering thing. So with him also the same thing happened, that when I boosted his confidence and I asked him to speak in Hindi, then he spoke very well, very good points. So I said, "Yeah, you can seek permission from the panel, because there can be a person from Tamil Nadu, there can be a person from Kerala who will not understand Hindi. Otherwise, if they are good with Hindi, then you can speak Hindi." So he spoke Hindi and he got selected also. He got placed also. So he was your super senior, I believe. Okay. So he was the first guy, and thereafter many people have spoken in whatever language they are comfortable. If the panel has no issues with that, you can speak here and there. So you can seek permission before speaking. Seek permission and then you can speak. That is a thing. Yeah. Continue.
I joined the classes for the interview preparation. The sirs means सर ने जैसे विश्वजीत ने बोला, श्रेया ने बोला कि सर की हिंदू क्लासेस एंड स्पेशली सर बेसिक नॉलेज तुम्हारा क्लियर करते हैं, जैसे बफर नॉलेज विच आर रिक्वायर्ड फॉर योर इंटरव्यू. बस किसी के साथ भी तुम कम्युनिकेशन कैसे करोगे, वो चीज तुम्हारा सर बढ़वाते हैं. सर ये वाला चीज मैंने आपसे अच्छे से सीखा है, जैसे बफर नॉलेज कैसे गेन करते हैं, ये चीज. एंड अबाउट माय इंटरव्यू experience, it was good. I worked previously. I worked in the hospital areas for the 4 year. There are my interviews around my work experience and my area. Like I come from the tribal region of Maharashtra, like Chandrapur and Gacholi. They ask so many questions from the health related question from the related to Chandrapur. That's all from my side. Thank you.
Akshay, you can speak now.
Yes, so I'd like to say that sir will not only boost your confidence, but sir is a perennial motivator. He'll always motivate you. Whatever happens in your day, I used to work, and then the day, like after working for entire day, and then I used to join the class in the evening. So after finishing the class, I had to get that ray of hope कि भाई हो सकता है, अब हो सकता है. So I used to motivate us continuously. And apart from that, I would like to say continuity in the classes is very important for the entire preparation. Sir said that in the very first class, that you must have that consistency. So consistency is the key here also. Secondly, sir has created a OneNote kind of folder. If it's any person, if that person exhausts all his notes and all his curated notes, no, that person will be good to go. You do not need to do anything else apart from that. Like I would say, I can say that confidently. So that would be more than enough to get you through the interview. And coming back to my interview experience, I gave 3 interviews. I was shortlisted for all 3 of them. The day the result came out, I saw the marks. There was a hope, and as the thing suggested, I got in touch with sir. Sir also said कि MPH में होने के chances है. शुरू करो preparation. I started my preparation, and from that day onwards, the journey began. Cutting back to the day of interview, all 3 interviews went smooth. एंड एज सर यूज्ड टू से आपको कई बार लगेगा कि आपको ग्रिल करा जा रहा है, आपको टफ क्वेश्चंस पूछे जा रहे हैं, बट देन दे आर ट्राइंग टू नो यू मोर. सो आपके चांसेस फिर भी है. ग्रिल होने के बाद डिसअपॉइंट नहीं होना है. मुझे SPEF वाले इंटरव्यू में काफ़ी ग्रिल करा गया था, और सबसे पहले मेरा शॉर्ट लिस्टिंग SPF में ही हुआ. उसके बाद आई वॉज अपडेटेड टू हेल्थ एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन. सो दैट हैपन्स. प्लीज़ डू नॉट लूज हार्ट. इफ अगर मान लो आपके 3 इंटरव्यूज लाइंड अप है, तो तीनों में से अगर कोई भी इंटरव्यू आपका अच्छा नहीं जाता है, तो नेक्स्ट डे के इंटरव्यू पे फोकस करें, because that's another opportunity, another day. So there is a possibility, even if you are getting grilled, there is a possibility that the panel is trying to assess you, they're trying to gauge you in a better way, and things might turn favorable and you might come out with flying colors. So be optimistic throughout the process, and
See,
yeah.
whatever you are saying, I will add to that. There are around 500 plus students they are interviewing. Okay, and if they are wasting their time, why they will waste their time on a person? Okay, so if they are giving you more time, they are grilling you, that means they are interested, they want you. Okay, नहीं तो आप पे एनर्जी क्यों इन्वेस्ट करेंगे? Okay, they have no enmity with you. Okay, that is the main thing. So if they are grilling, the chances are high that you will get selected. If you will not lose your cool or not become nervous, that is the main thing. Yes.
And one more thing I'd like to add, please utilize all the mock extemporaries that you will be provided to you. Please utilize all the mock interviews that will be provided to you. Even if the time is less, please go for it as soon as you can, so that you'll get more and more of the practice, and that will ultimately help you build that confidence that is required for facing the ET day. So that would be from my side.
Okay. So now I would like you people to throw some light about field works and internship for both the courses. So Shreya, you can start for HA if you know about field work and internship.
Yes. So I'll talk about MPH HA. So there are 3 internships. First will be in the second semester, the second one will be in the third semester, and the last one will be in the fourth semester. In the second semester, this is a rural PHC internship, and generally it's in near, like last year it was around Aurangabad district, like in the village of Aurangabad, and the second one is in a NGO. Okay, and that too is rural NGO, and the third one is the urban one. So the first one will be for 2 months, and the second one will be the 2 month, and third one is for the 4 weeks. So this internships really help us build the experience, as like you'll gain the knowledge how the real public health works, and it will give you hand-on experience, and also it will give you so many clarities what path you want to choose ahead. And also like these internships are a lifetime experience. So we have not have any of the internship right now because we are in the first semester. So other than that, these internships are really important, and these are part of the course, and TISS only bring these internship, and we don't have any power over it, that we'll not choose the NGO or the rural areas, they only assign that to us.
Okay, so Sumit or Chitra, could you speak about FE? Chitra?
Yes, sir. For this MPHSC, we have only 2 internships. One is in second sem and another one is third sem. That is for 2 months. So as Shreya mentioned, one is this rural internship, another one will be in urban internship. So basically it will be in, so they will allot the PHCs or CHCs all across the country. That's all, sir. We have not experienced so far. So yeah.
Okay, fine. Now the thing is about fees. What is the fee of the course, and who are the people who are providing hostels? So Sumit, you can speak.
For our course MPH AC, the course fee for entire 2 year is around 1,40,000, and the hostel criteria is this year the hostel criteria was if the family income of the student is below 1 lakh, and their electricity bill is not so high, then they were preferred over the other people. And there are so many seats available in the hostel. So yes, so if students are not getting selected for the hostel for the first round, there will be subsequent rounds also, so they can apply hostel later also. This is the thing.
Okay. So Noreen, you can speak now. Noreen is there, I think some difficulties that Noreen.
Yes, sir.
So for
Yes, sir.
fees, they can take scholarship
so
also.
I-
There are various scholarships available.
Okay, Noreen, you can speak.
I just wanted to add that the internships here are not paid. Like it's a part of the curriculum, so none of the internships are paid, and we have to fund for ourselves the accommodation, the travels, everything we have to fund for by ourselves. But yeah, these are very important. Like the organization, the kind of work you do, everything goes into the placement, your credits, everything is dependent upon the internships. Yeah.
Okay. Now coming to placement only, there is a question. There are two questions. I will divide it into two parts. There is a student who wants to work in the corporate sector. So is there any possibility that after doing MPH course, you might end up getting there? So Narin, you can take this question.
Yes, sir. We have like the placement of like we have separate schools. Like health is under a school of health system studies. Likewise, we have different schools, and the placement for the health school of altogether it takes place. So. For MHA, for MPH, we bring all kind of organizations. We bring corporates, we bring NGOs, we bring organizations like WHO, NHSRC, SHSRC, all kind of organizations come here. So in corporate, if we can go for CSR, we can go for consultancies, we can go for insurance companies. So there are multiple options in placement. We can work in corporate public health as
So
well.
whatever I have understood so far, I can tell you that there are three sections. The first one is, as you said, insurance or CSR activities or consultancy can be there in corporate. The second thing can be working with the government. There are
Yes.
schemes of the government, state governments. You can work there for on contractual basis, and that will, make your profile, and that profiling can further help you get better roles. Okay, and
Surely
then the
towards
third,
international organizations.
yeah, that
Like
that
when you start with the
that
people
paves
in
the
the
way.
organizations, they
That
help you.
Haan,
Yeah.
working in a government organization or scheme will pave the way to end up at WHO or UNICEF. Okay,
Yes.
and then there is something called NGOs. You do field work or do some work with NGOs, and the better you have the experience of working in rural areas, for example, the better is the chance of getting project manager role or some better roles in future. This I have learned from your super seniors and so on. Okay, because they also want the UNICEF, for example, Bill and Melinda Gates, Welcome Foundation is there, Piramal Foundation is there, Welcome Trust. And there are many organizations like that which will help you, which will take you only if you have a lot of experience of working at the grassroots level. Okay, Mr. Jit, you can add.
Sir, what you have mentioned, like the people who serve in the rural area in initial days, they are more preferred to take the managerial position in the corporate or any other organization. So they always find people who have the experience while like working in the grassroots level, so that they can make policy frame program so that can be directly implemented. Or they actually prefer those kind of people rather than the people who are like sitting in the office and making Excel or PPT.
Mhm. So that is very correct. Actually, most of the government interventions or NGO interventions are for poor people and the health issues pertaining to poor tribal people. So if you have worked at the field level. So that work can have value for them, and that is why you can get better roles. Whereas, as you said, doing PPT and work. Now, Sumit, you can add.
Adding to the points of Noreen, I would like to say that during placements, the entire health school comes under same roof. Apart from core hospitals and core public health job roles, all the health school students can apply for the placements, be it healthcare IT, be it other pharma companies or health consultancies and CSRs, etc. So that is the most interesting thing about health school.
Yeah. So now I would ask each of you to speak something about your experience at this. So we'll start with Akshay. How has been the experience at this? Hectic or fun, whatever you can add.
So far it has been a fun experience for me. But soon we have our examination, so it is started to beckon upon me that the grill has been started. But the lectures in first sem were extensive. Apart from that, TISS has a very vibrant culture. TISS is known for its vibrancy. So TISS is, I would say, a crucible, a melting pot for all types of cultures. We have people from south, north, entire geography of India. So that is the
Here
most.
only you can see there are so many people from different
Right.
states. Yeah.
So yeah, that is the best part, interacting with people from all over India, getting to know them, making friends with them. So that, I believe, for me is the best part. That being able to live in that kind of culture, being able to learn from so much of potential. So that is the best part for me in this. And apart from that, the pedagogy is also good. The campus life is good, and the prospects are always there. But through and through, I believe the entire journey will be a very good learning experience. So that was my
Okay.
experience with this so
Mamta,
far.
you can speak कैसा है इस आपके लिए? Mamta, you can speak.
Yes, I'm enjoying in the TISS. There are so many people around you, and everyone when you trying to seek help from them, they always ready to help you there. And here is my batchmate also, and even as Akshay said that we have a diversity of students and we enjoy our culture. Even we enjoy our language also. We even try to learn new things here.
I have seen a lot of these people celebrating Onam together and
Yes,
then
sir.
this Diwali together. So every festival which is either of a certain part of India is being celebrated there. So that is there. Okay. So now Chitra, you can speak.
As everyone mentioned, we are enjoying these days. And we joined in August, and now it's almost like in December first week we are going to write for first sem exams. So yeah, we have assignments. Like assignments to बहुत देने वाले हैं for sure. Along with that, you, like as they mentioned, the campus is very vibrant. You will make friends from different courses, from law school to from education, MA education to HRM and LR. So you will learn many things, like from knowledge to language, everything. So along with that, this is a social science school. So the more emphasis is given on the social aspects of health. So you should be in that space, that you have to understand that also, along with wherever you want to go, you want to work in corporate or whatever. So far I'm very happy, and I'm thank you for you, sir, also.
Riddhi, you can speak your experience.
As everyone said, we are enjoying TISS life. TISS is like a mini India. We have different people from different cultures, and we celebrate each other's and also learn from each other's. So right now we are enjoying and also studying and implementing and improving ourselves.
Yeah, so everything is a learning experience. Being with diverse people also is a learning. So Noreen, you
Yes,
can
sir.
speak now.
Yeah. So in my experience, it is also similar. Like even Akshay said, we have a mini India in this. Like we have a lot of people, a lot of festivals going on. It's a very happening campus. Like I mentioned, there are different schools, so they have their own programs. Apart from that, we have our own prestigious alumni network. So we have programs connecting with them. So a lot of things are going on in the campus, and you will find your own way. And it's a bit hectic. Like you have to manage the classes, then there are assignments lined up. But then again, you will find some enjoyments in between. So it's a very good experience. Yeah.
Okay, Sumit, you can speak.
Yeah. So TISS is a place where you can learn a lot of things from outside of your class. Like we have a foundation course. It went on for around 2 months, where all the master's program students used to come in our convention center, around 800, 900 students, and used to attend the foundation courses. That was an amazing experience. And apart from that, we have another thing in that will be happening in our second semester, that is choice based credit system. Suppose we are from health school, but at the same time we can also have the access of having pursuing other courses from other schools, say for management schools or habitat schools. So this gives that kind of environment that you can learn not only from your class, you can learn from your across different schools also. So that's a wonderful experience, and other aspects are
Akshay,
already covered
yeah.
by others.
Akshay, you
Right,
can.
sir. Right, sir. Just to add on what Sumit said, this will provide you with ample opportunities to learn not only the academics but also the overall learning process will be great in this. So then it will be a transformational process. It will surely transform your personality, the person you are, by the time you leave this. So that is so true about this. That it is a place where it helps your mind, it helps your creativity to thrive. So that is the thing about this.
Viswajit, you can speak now. Shreya, you can speak.
Okay, so sir, as everybody mentioned that we have a diversity of people around us, and coming to this, I got opportunity to meet with people from so many states. Like Noreen, she's my batchmate, and this will tell you how to balance the fun part of your life as well as the working life. Like it's a balance of both, and it will show you how to manage the time, and also the festivals which we are celebrating over here, that are very good, and there are a lot of activities going on, and we get a lot of opportunity here. And also with that, there is no there is no language barrier. There are a lot of cultures, and you can learn a lot of things from other people. And as Sumit mentioned that we had a foundation course. During that time we had a chance to talk with the different school people. So yeah, overall it's a life changing experience, and we are in the journey of that. So let's see what will happen in the beginning, and hoping for the good. Thank you.
Sir. So, like everybody mentioned, I want to say the fun part and the hectic part. So, hectic part is we have class from 9 to 6 regularly. So, fun part is after like Friday, we have 2 days to enjoy. Like we can go any places. So, we got opportunity to explore the Mumbai. So that is two thing. And apart, like I want to say, after might be after this session, might we going to meet few of the people for assignment also. So this is the thing we are like enjoying the like this.
If anybody want to have any doubt, they can put a message on LinkedIn, or any of they can find us on LinkedIn. So
You
yeah,
know,
if they
all these people, you have known these people, they will help you in every aspect. You can reach to them either on LinkedIn or any social media platform. Okay, they will be there. And yes, the main thing is that you should be ending up at a good place next year, just like that. Okay. So here we'll call it a day, and thank you, Noreen, Akshay, Sumit, Viswajit, Chitra, Shreya, Mamta, Riddhi for coming here. Anuradha is also here, so thank you, Anuradha, also. Okay. So, do you know Anuradha, by the way?
yes sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
She's our
Yes
batchmate,
sir.
but
Good to have that
we
experience.
haven't seen her till then.
Yeah.
Yeah, muted.
Okay. Okay, then thank you. Thanks for coming.
Thank
Let's
you,
stop.
sir,
sir.
for
Thank you
having
so much,
us.
sir. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you
sir.
for the
Thank you so much,
Thank you so much,
opportunity.
sir.
Thank
Yes,
you.
thank you, sir.
It is so good to see you after a long time.
Exactly. Yes.
Yes, sir.
It's been
Exactly.
a while since we met like this.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.